Hi everybody, Traci Cornelius here. Welcome to my pregnancy vlog week 26. Seems to be going really quickly at the moment, whether that's because I'm talking about it on a weekly basis, because it's like the latter stages. It could also be because on a family perspective, we have Nevaeh's birthday coming up, then there's Christmas, and then it's Grace's birthday, and then shortly after that should be the arrival of the baby. So with events such as those, because you're planning them, I guess it makes the time seem like it's really not very far away. So the changes for this particular week, or progressions if you like, are, of course, there is still increased movement. It's much more profound. I'm even beginning to not just feel the movements, like when she turns around and things like that, but it's almost like I'm beginning to recognize what part of the body it happens to be. So that's getting very exciting. One progression for this week is pelvic girdle. I did suffer from pelvic girdle in my last 2 pregnancies, and that is basically the ligaments and the muscles in and around your pelvis obviously are a little bit weaker anyway because of relaxin, and for me they do get particularly weak, so it's not really holding your pelvis together particularly well, and sometimes it can slightly misalign, so it can be quite painful. Excuse me, I'm getting a cold. When I got out of the bath, which we have quite a deep bath, so stepping outwards, I just felt, well, in fact I heard a pop and I felt my pelvis move, and that at that point in time I did think because I recognized it and I also knew the implications of that. So certain movements now I can feel are a little bit more painful. Touch wood, it isn't really that bad at the moment. I'm a bit dubious about saying that due to week 24's vlog, but as the baby gets a lot heavier, that's usually when the issue tends to exasperate. So it's going to have to be something that I keep an eye on. There's not really a lot that you can do for it. There are certain physio exercises that you can do, but like I said, there's not really a lot that you can do. Other things that I've noticed have been, she's obviously got a lot bigger. There are more frequent trips to the toilet, especially in the middle of the night, which is frustrating, but also that feeling that you need to go to the toilet when actually you don't. So it's also that pressure that's going on as well. Excuse me, your itchy eye. So that's also been happening. Apart from that, there really isn't a huge amount of difference, which is good. I'm still being able to move around. Oh, actually no, there is one other thing. This is actually something that I suffer through throughout my pregnancy, even really early on. It just seems to have got, especially today, to quite a high point, and it does tend to go up and down throughout my pregnancy, and it's a feeling that it's almost like your heart can't keep up with your body, and you get a little bit more breathless, but you feel kind of weaker. It's like the blood's not pumping around your body properly, and I've had that with quite a few of my pregnancies. However, with this one, I've actually finally found out what it is, and it's called hypertension. It's very common within pregnancy, and it is exactly that, because there's such an increased volume of blood, an increased amount that your body is needing to do. It's trying to pump the blood around your body, you know, obviously from head to toe, and occasionally it struggles with that. So when it does, that's when you can feel a little bit more breathless, you can get a little bit more dizzy, all of those type of things. It will particularly happen with people that spend a lot of time standing up, all of those type of things. For myself, it can actually even happen first thing in the morning when I've been asleep, which is why it's taken so long, I guess, for me to try and find out exactly what it was. But my midwife has been checking things, and it was her that actually managed to pick that up. I'm sure that there's a lot of information that you can find out about that on the internet, and by all means, if you're feeling like you have something similar, then either check out with your midwife or your GP. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. There will be some more information going up on the blog with regards to some more pregnancy buys, especially in the maternity wear, because I have needed to buy more items. I have a bit of a thing about buying maternity clothes because it seems like it is for a long period of time-ish, but it also seems like it's such a short period of time. So a lot of the ones that I will purchase will be dual purpose, so for pregnancy as well as for breastfeeding, that type of thing. So do check out my blog, which you'll find information down below, so that you can see some of those reviews and some of the really good finds that I've found. Next thing to do really then is to show you the progression of the bump. So let's see. So we have, you can see that the shape is getting a lot more defined at the moment, and that's probably the biggest change. It's going a lot more out front at the moment. So yeah, she's definitely getting a lot bigger. So once again, guys, thank you very much for tuning in and checking this out. Do visit the blog, like I mentioned earlier. If you like this, please do give it a thumbs up and do subscribe. And I will be speaking to you again soon. All right, bye.